Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Sunday, December 27th, 2020. And the game has errors. If it'll come up, there it is, high. And the game does not load after updating mods. Wonderful. Blastfurnace.ping apparently does not exist in Angel Smelting. We'll get to that though, but first, hello. Christmas happened. That was a thing. I hope everyone had great times, has been having great times over the holiday season thus far. What did I do? What did we do here? Well, stuff. We did things. We did presents after folks got up. It was around 11 o'clock in the morning when we did presents. And yeah, so I got this thing. Final Fantasy VII Remake that I asked for. So there's that. Will I play it? Maybe. Will I play it within the next year? I don't think so. Same with Code Vein that I got for my birthday. What else? I got a USB hub. So that's a thing. I got a new surge protector to add additional outlets to my setup because I perpetually need additional outlets, especially since this USB hub requires an outlet. I got Whoosh. I got Whoosh. Whoosh. It's screen cleaner for electronics, and I cleaned my screens with my Whoosh. I asked for very practical things this year. I don't know if you may have noticed. I asked Santa, quote unquote, for some very practical things this year. I'm actually trying to think, like, besides food related items, what else did I get? I think that's actually it. I got a 12 outlet surge protector like tower thing that I had mentioned. And then chocolate, 90%. The other one was 80. Coins, chocolate coins. More chocolate, squares. Chocolate truffles. And gingerbread man. It's green. My gingerbread men have a gigantic hole in the middle. Huh. Gee. That's great. Fresh Market. Their Fresh Market brand. Fresh. The freshest of gingerbread men. One would almost think I have a thing for chocolate. Hello, Ollie. How are you? More like my mother really likes giving chocolate. I also got an avocado in my stocking that I've already eaten, as well as a Bosque pear that I have not eaten because it was not ripe yet. He is not wanting to be shown today, apparently. That was Ollie, briefly. The brief Ollie. Oh, there it goes. The delay is a little extreme today, but yeah. So Ollie, So Ollie, he went to the vet on Christmas Eve. On our last stream that, I ended a little bit early because my bowels deemed that I had to end the stream early. And so I did. But yes, Ollie apparently has some sort of organism infection. That's about as detailed as we got of information. We are awaiting results of a blood test, a very, very fancy blood test to test for literally all the things, to determine exactly what it is and potentially if we also need to give Dolly medicine, if it's a transmissible illness of some description. We got a antibiotic-ish, an oral medication, a little syringe that apparently tastes like malt that we have to give the kitty daily after food. So that's pleasant. I'm alone right now, and I gave the medicine alone last night, and we'll have to tonight, and we'll see about tomorrow. We shall see about tomorrow. But yeah, he pretty much responded immediately to the medication. It was within a day. His eyes seemed to have cleared up. So what was going on with Ollie is that he would have teary eyes, and like stuffy nose, heavy-ish breathing. You could always hear him. He snores, and all of that. Apparently, he also had gingivitis, the equivalent of an 8-year-old cat. He's 9 months. 9, 10, 9. 9 months old with gingivitis of an 8-year-old cat. And apparently this is all related to whatever infection he may have, or he does have. So that's great. It's good that he's responded to this antibacterial medication. Not really designed for, I'm sure, what he has, but it's a generic broad-spectrum antibacterial medication in particular. Was reading the paperwork inside. It disrupts DNA of bacteria repair, disrupts DNA repair, and I guess helps to prevent the duplication, all that good stuff. And apparently it will start working within a day from the tests that they had done. So yeah, it has almost immediate results for Ollie from that side of things. And I was just thinking in my mind the other day, it's like, if Ollie has been behaving the way he's been behaving and he's been sick, how much more active is he going to be once he's not sick anymore? Very is the answer to that. Very. Very. We also learned that Dolly will not like other cats being brought into the house. We have learned this now, that she will not respond that well to other cats, because when Ollie got back from the vet, Dolly was hissing at him. He did not smell right, and she was hissing at him for no other reason than he left her alone, and he came back smelling like other cats, I guess, from the vet. Weird smell. She did not recognize him for about 30-ish minutes. But now she realizes who this guy is. Her brother. But initially it was like, why are you hissing? Why are you hissing at him? She doesn't hiss normally. Even when they're fighting, she doesn't usually hiss at him, but she was hissing at him. I could hear it down here too. She was not happy. She was not happy about things. So, Anyway, that's the update on the cats. As for Christmas itself, I mentioned the things that I got. I gave gifts, of course. I gave I guess we'll start with my mother's partner. I gave him a book entitled something along the lines of Worst Days in History. It's a book that goes day by day through a whole year and just gives the absolute worst possible things that have happened in history on each day of the year. You know, things like the Titanic sinking, things like, massacres and losing lots of money on the stock market, all that wonderful type of stuff. As a reminder that no matter how bad your day is, it's been worse for someone else on any day of the year. And then my mother, I had gotten her 3 things on a wish list that she sent me, as well as 1 thing that was not, that I had originally gotten to be her gift, and that was a little, very, very small dolphin figure, like jewelry type figure with gold and stuff, looking, mind you. Just this little pretty shiny thing that actually opens up. The top opens up and you can put jewelry inside of it, a small amount. So that was nice. She liked that. She likes dolphins and all of that. And I got her the 3 things off her wish list, which one was a vegan cookbook. Sure, not like she's on a vegan diet at this point anymore, since the virus, but we got that for her, and 2 decks of tarot cards, at least, or prediction tarot type cards. 2 different decks from an artist that she wanted. I didn't realize that these were decks of cards when I bought them. I thought they were books, but no, they were decks of tarot. So that was that. She's into these types of things these days, and there were basically 3 things on the wish list that would arrive before Christmas. Was how I decided, because she had a really long wish list and most of it would not arrive before Christmas, but those 3 things just happened to arrive before Christmas, so those are the 3 things that she got. Anyway, all of that being said, my mother and her partner are now up in Delaware for the weekend, and I am here taking care of kittens and attempting to stream Factorio, but apparently, after updating my mods, something has happened. Something has happened. I don't think this updated. I'm just looking at the list of mods that just updated on the 27th on my date modified in my mod folder, and I'm seeing that space exploration updated, but we're not using that. We're not using tape line. We're not using the Pi Suite, RSO, not using C block or any of that. I just have to laugh that IR was updated. Like, excuse me, but no. Fluid must flow, editor extensions, and C block config. None of these mods updated on the 27th would be the reason. I've already deleted the updates to shinies because shinies updated. You had problems with Squeak Through, but did Squeak Through actually get an update? I don't think it did. Let's see, there's some that were modified on my birthday, but those were working fine. Let's just delete all of these things that I just added on the 27th, I'll have to exit the game and just delete. Literally all of the things that were updated on the 27th and see what happens. Let's just see what happens, because now the game state should be the same state it was in when I started the day today, and it worked. Then what's wrong with IR, though? It's license, and it's mod author not wanting anyone to do anything with their mod at all, in terms of actually playing it for an audience. And being a real butt munch about it. They have a really, really bad attitude. I can't respect them in any way, shape, or form after that whole fiasco. And they straight up refused. They stopped doing all development on IR. So it's like, oh, so now you're coming back? So now you're coming back with your boring ass mod to try to do stuff again? I mean, frankly, I thought it was boring when I initially tried it. I did not enjoy it. So, anyway, all of that said, this is still happening. Am I even deleting mods from the correct mod folder? Now that would definitely be a thing I would do. Exit. Here, let's try this again. Too much burner phase? That's part of it. It's just, it's BS logistics work. It's tedious. It's tedious. There's way too many initial intermediate stuff that you have to make. Way too much. Like, it's why? Why do we need all of these different intermediate stuffs at the start? Still doing it. The question is, why are you doing it? Do I have a folder that you're trying to load? Shiny. Did I... Well, that's shiny. Right. Right. Let me, Sadly, I don't like having to do this, but I'm deleting shinies. It's a logistics puzzle that I found boring and didn't actually want to solve. It felt too tedious to build anything that you could possibly scale, and it clearly felt designed that you would have to tear the whole thing down and rebuild the whole thing again when you got better tech anyway. It's like, why bother doing this in the first place if I'm just gonna have to tear the whole thing down and rebuild it again? Hey, it loaded. So that would be shinies. Alright. Yeah, those have to come back. Why would shinies have suddenly stopped working is the question, because it was working just fine. I know it's not been updated for 1.1, but I had manually gone in and I had updated it, and it was working just fine prior to today. So congratulations, now all of the circuits are going to look like trash. The trash artisanal reskins mod versions of all the circuits. I think it was just updated to add more stuff to artisanal reskins, so maybe everything is fine now and it just looks okay, but I don't like the circuits. I really don't like the circuits. In fact, by default, I had that setting. Uh-oh. An unexpected error occurred. That's not good. Build check result. Build check failed. Can't build reason entity in the way. Straight rail. And a position. Huh? Alright. There's an illegal rail. How? Maybe the size of the blast furnace has changed and there's a rail. But Angels did not update. What? But why? Like, seriously though, I'm pretty sure Angels did not update. Between last stream and this stream. Angels. Oh. What? Why you red? Aha! That would help. That would help a lot. That would help. A little bit. Why was that off? Seriously though, why was that off? Huh? Pretty sure that is used for very important stuff. That is used for very important stuff. Like, extremely important things. You know, it's one of those days when, we're not even half an hour in and I'm nearly finished with my cup of coffee. It is absolutely one of those days. So, A, are we going to actually load? And B, can we actually load the save without the game crashing? That would be great. Oh yeah, and no animations mod is what does this to the biters as well. What do you not have? Oh, shinies. Not in save. What? Oh, it must be a new dependency. It must be a new dependency. All right, you're going to load as is. Did that just say that this was red again? Yup. Unexpected error occurred. Stuff, things. What's going on? Why were those mods red again? I just saw a flash of red. What was red? Troubleshooting with Otaku Showboat. Why? Why must I troubleshoot? Because I chose to update mods 5 minutes before the stream started today. Yay. What a great decision. Part of me is like, just delete everything. Start over. Re-download. Fix what needs fixing. Alright. Who's red? No one. No one is red. Okay. What date was that? 11/29. What in the world would be causing that issue outside of maybe artisanal? Okay. Icon support for that. Implemented the flare stack gas refinery, petrochem gas, oil, and inline tanks and valves. Revise the advanced gas refinery sprite. Revised numeral up thingies. We're going to turn off artisanal reskins and see if it's somehow that one that's messing up the size of buildings. I just don't know where I would have some building over a rail if it was resized a tile. Or even 2 tiles, or 3. Like, where would I have some sort of smelting furnace at a point I can't have a rail? Like, how would I have even built a rail illegally? Crash, error. Unexpected error. Same thing. Can't build entity in the way. Straight rail in the way. Well, how about we try to load a previous error? Can I show an error? I have to do... where are you? I don't have my... What? Why no screen? What? Display capture. That. There. Whoops, wrong thingy. Go. There. Hi. So it's... No, I don't want to reload it yet. It's... this. It's this. Here. Right here. Build check results. Check failed. Can't build reason. Entity in the way. I guess of the straight rail. Name equals straight rail. Type straight rail. Position there. Not owned by Ghost. Not during simulation. Let's attempt to load a previous save. And this works. So, previous save loads. Which is funny because I don't think I placed any other rail after this. Right? Like, I didn't add rail after this point. So I have no clue what's happened. We're gonna quit out. Search for the location. I don't know what the coordinates system is. Negative 637, 1401. (637, 1401). We got that? Okay. So the 00 is from the starting location. Negative 600, and then 1401 is like probably over here? Unless it counts y upwards as negative, then in which case... Ollie, what are you doing up there? In which case it would be somewhere in here. But I didn't touch any of this. Debug info of entities. Position negative 14. 1489, 165. Okay. So it was... Get rid of that. It was... Negative 637, 1401. Negative 637... See that? It is negative in going up on the Y. Negative 637 and 1401. That was you. 637, 1401. That's this segment. 637, 1401. What the F happened to this segment? That's the one, right? That's, like, there's... What? There's literally nothing. Literally nothing around it. Here's what I did. I had most likely deleted this. I had most likely deleted this and then put the straight rail back over it, or did something along those lines. So you know what? I'm going to quit, and I'm going to re-enable all those mods that I got rid of. We're going to be playing from Please God Don't Crash My PC. We're going to do a sync mods but not load because I still have to add back in the shinies. And I have to keep flib enabled apparently. Go ahead and confirm that. Let's get the mods back up and or let's get into my recycle bin actually. Hello. Get desktop. Alright. Would you game show desktop, please? Here we go. Excuse me? Show desktop. So could anyone explain why the game just does not minimize? Period. At all. It does not allow it. Restore those folders. In fact, restore literally all of it. And load the game. And then look at the startup settings to make sure I've got the startup settings correct. And then we're going to play from Please God Don't Crash My PC. Which actually ended up pretty close to the end of the stream anyway. Oh yeah, troubleshooting. Well, I know that the game sometimes does, like, exclusive on top of everything. Like, if I go to another window immediately and I try to pull a window over Factorio, Factorio takes precedence, and then I have to click the thing and then click back out, and then other stuff will overlap. Alright. We good? We good. Single player, load game. So, 870408. It's about 15 whole minutes. Why are you off? Keep enabled. Do the thing. Load the save. Then I'll resave immediately. No, I think I had deleted the intersection for the rails and ghost entitied straight stuff on it, so it simultaneously had a rail marked for deletion as well as a ghost entity on the same tile. And maybe the delete order timed out or something. The game doesn't like it. It's most likely related to that. Something along those lines is what I'm thinking. You? There. I have to retrace my steps now. What did I do in the last 15 minutes of the last stream? Well, I set up the locomotive on thermal water. That's not the right type of wagon, buddy. So, what did we do last time, and what are we doing this time? Now that we're actually in the game, we continued working on modules. Bob's modules with Angel's Bioprocessing enabled. And, had set up thermal water as we're continuing along. We're still and apparently I already have the depot set up, which is great. Save over that, I guess, because that's a dead save now. And then, now that that is good to go, you know, I'm just gonna go here, and I'm going to just actually do this replacement myself now. Make sure it's done, and not done with ghost entities and all of that, because I do remember specifically deleting that intersection and pasting over the deletion order a set of ghosts for straight rail segments here, and didn't actually build it. So I am going to delete that and make sure it actually gets deleted this time and actually gets replaced with straight rail segments. And then we're going to save the game again. I know today's day 33, but whatever. It's the save from the end of day 32. Oh, right. We've got all of that to contend with, too. Yeah. So we made fish. We did fish last time. We made a very small build for fish. Just the smallest of builds for fish. Just to get into the level 1 and level 2 modules, by the way. It's just a little bit of a build. Just a little bit. Did I? Oh, right. I need to get back in the train and pick up stuff. I need butcheries. I need all of the butcheries, all of them. 100 butcheries, please. Must get all of them. We're down here on raw meat for polluted fish water. That's what we're building. All of this polluted fish water. That's what we're meant to do. What in the actual living hell were they thinking with that icon? I mean, it is legit a solder coil. But, no. That's ugly. Like, no. How about, I mean, the wafer, sure. The wafer, I can live with the new silicon wafer. That's fine. Solder, nah. Nah. Nah, it needs to match with the tinned wire and all that other stuff. It needs to at least look like uh, update the coil, please. Minimum to keep them consistent with each other because nah, don't really like that at all. Not in the slightest. They updated the gold sheet coil? It looks like. That looks different to me, to my eyes. By the way, artisanal reskins was updated and a whole bunch of icons changed on me, so I'm going to be immensely confused as we go along, because a lot of intermediates, of which I immediately noted solder, changed on me. Like, what else important? Let's go to the, oh god, molten. Hi, molten changed. Yeah, that's molten lead. Molten changed. It's on fire now. So that's definitely a thing. Limestone actually looks good. Limestone and lime, I like that. Oh yeah, that's great. Yes, that's very similar to what already existed, just higher quality. That's great. I am okay with that. That is definitely been updated. But still not so much of a departure that it's like a completely foreign entity to my mind. As for a lot of the other stuff, oh boy. Where do we even start? Yeah, it looks like these were updated. These look higher resolution to me. Definitely the changes are in here with all this molten stuff. Apparently things like the palette... Oh yeah, this looks good. This was updated to be higher resolution at minimum. Across the board, yeah, that stuff is fine to me, to my eyes. It's just, what the hell did you do to solder? All these other updates, they look fine, but what in the absolute hell did you do to solder? Like, why? Why did you corrupt solder so? Anyway, let's head back. We've got to kill some fish. And place some fish. Did it give me all of my fish farms? I need more fish farms. Gimme. Gimme. They're mine. Back we go. You know, it may have been a thing where I deleted that intersection from the map and did the blueprint of the straight rail segments from the map and didn't complete it, saved and tried to reload, and the game crashed. Pretty sure that this is a failure of the vanilla feature in the experimental build of the game. A feature of 1.1 that just failed. There might already be a bug report for it, but I don't know. But that is a rare occurrence that we just had experienced of the game dying on save load. Because of an apparent straight rail being illegal. An illegal rail. Who would have thought it? Place the everything! There's a lot of power poles here that need placing, as well as the, Really? I missed one, apparently. Power poles and inserters. So many inserters. Oh god, so many inserters and so much pipe. So much pipe. We're getting there. We are getting there on this build. I need to get stuff. Map exchange string. Did I not post a map exchange string on my Discord? It should be on my Discord. Like, the map exchange string is always on, or is now on my Discord. I have it should be under the Space Angels. Yeah, Space Angels map exchange string. Posted September 23rd, 2020 on my Discord. The link to my Discord is in the description below this video. At least it had better be. Let's go. On our way. Hatcheries. Butcheries. Excuse me. Wrong item. La dee dee da dee 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 doo. I need 100 of these things. I need 97 of these things. I want to keep some space. This is what I ended up finishing the last stream with, was working on building this out. Unfortunately, we lost that 15-ish minutes of stuff, so here we are. Let's get all of this placed. Note that these are basically furnaces. Whoops. Oh. Yeah, do that. Pretty sure that this is not a number divisible by 4, but we shall see as we go down. There we go. The stuff! Butchered. For glorious meat. And then it's 6 liquefiers. Making polluted fish water out of the raw meat. I need so many pipes. Okay. Ollie is up on a stack of boxes. Excuse me, but when I did Shift L, I wanted you to be fully extended for me, please. Ollie is snoring. Up on a stack of boxes. All content. There you go. I need a few more resources, apparently. Of pipe, in particular. Let's head back to the mall and restock. I don't need any more butcheries. And review the steps from here. Because, oh my god, there's so much stuff to do still. Including bringing thermal water in. Let's head back to the mall. So, everything on this list is stuff that needs to get done in order to get level 1 and level 2 modules. Yes, there are all the way up to level 8 modules. This is just for the level 1s and 2s. What have we done thus far? This, and this. And some farming stuff up above. So if I were to get the pin down here, what would we check mark? That. Then all the way up here, the brown algae and the artificial fish water, the saline water. This for the salt, the sand, and the beans. And the pulp. And like this mud water in here that we'll actually be using more of as we go. Because, yeah, that's how much we've done so far. We still need to do production of alien spores, which is actually where I ended right off at this point in the last stream. Was alien spores out of the polluted artificial fish water. But, yeah, we have a lot. We need thermal water to get into the red algae. For the red cellulose fiber, for the calcium carbonate. That gets used to make the alien bacteria from the spores. And the carbonate. And hydrochloric acid in. That bacteria gets added to petri dishes. Well, substrate dishes after making cellulose paste out of chloromethane from chlorine and methane and cellulose fiber and sodium hydroxide. That all ends up in seeded dishes along with crystal dust to make crystal seeds that get added to polluted artificial fish water to make raw crystal splinters. And that's the splinters. Only. That's just the splinters. Did I break down the grinding wheel at any point in this? Yes, I did. Good. Then we need to do all of the old normal Bob's stuff for all of the electronic components parts of the modules. We have less than 2 hours left in today's stream. So let's get started. let's get going towards this. I want to request a few more of these washing plants. Leave the train. Wherever the washing plants are on this list. Hello? Things? They're being requested, it's just I'm blind. Looking for the red item among all of the... There you are. Ouch is absolutely correct for this situation, for a response. Yes, there's a lot to do, and this is to make level 1 and 2 only of these modules. Level 3 and 4. Okay. Level 3 and 4 needs more of what we have. I can almost just ignore this nutrient pulp again, but we need more nutrient pulp, because then we have to start getting into medium biters for raw crystal shards. And we'll need alien processed meat, and a way of getting alien processed meat. And a way of getting raw meat, and apparently alien goo. The goo is from the bacteria. The meat, well, we're sort of butchering Levac fish, but let's just say that there's not a way of voiding the artificial, the polluted artificial fish water for whatever reason. I think that that is an oversight. We should absolutely be able to clarify polluted artificial fish water, but we can't. This stuff right here. No voiding recipe. However, alien spores can be voided. So, hear me out on this. We can get a consistent supply of meat from fish by overflow voiding alien spores. It's so dumb, but it'll work. It'll work. But that's the next phase. We need to get through the first phase first, which is the level 1 and 2s, because this is going to be a huge part of this build. And let us not forget, by the way, to get into the level 3, 4, and 5, we have to do puffers. We have to get acidic puffer eggs. And the only way I can imagine getting these puffers is to have a setup that is processing every single type of puffer into their various gases with excess voiding of all of the gases for all of the puffers, because whatever because King Arthur made it so that you get percentage chances of all of the types of eggs of puffers when you do the various processings of them. So you have to deal with all of these excess solid eggs in some way, and that unfortunately just comes down to actually processing them into their various gases and overflow voiding all of those gases to keep the system flowing. So that's a build in and of itself. Yes. That is definitely a build. And while I'm here, let's pick up additional stuffs. Those stuffs. And also probably a few more pipes. A few more pipes. let's get a few more of those, and wherever I have the stone pipes being made. Where are the stoniest of stone? Yeah, right there. Probably should have grabbed more power poles, but I think I have all of them that I need. Aren't modules fun? With Angel's Bioprocessing, thank you so much, King Arthur, for all of this pain and suffering. It's like, yes, let's take these extremely powerful modules and make them nearly impossible to make for the average player. We all know we're far from average around here, right? We are all far from average. Apparently, Angels is standalone. I would not. I don't think I would particularly enjoy a standalone Angels experience. I don't know about you, but after seeing all this nonsense, yeah. Probably not. This is pie sweet levels of shenaniganry. And if I'm gonna play the pie sweet, I'm gonna play the pie sweet of mods. Really? That was all the thingies? I'm already out of nitinol pipe to grounds? Sure. Fine. All that good stuff. Let's keep placing pipe, because apparently we need all of it ever. Thousands of units of pipe for this fish build. Oh yes, and of course the implication on the next level of stuff here with this alien processed meat is that we need more meat from Levac fish, meaning we need to add another 276 fish farms to our build. To our build that is already greater than 300. 396. Yes, so I think that the answer is double it for each thingy that we need to do next. I think we need to we're just going to take the whole thing, we're going to copy it, we're going to paste it down and slowly build it with time. Just add another whole set of things. Yes, casually, another 270 odd. Which also means more butcheries. But I don't think that's going to be the problem. Alright. Next. Let's actually make some progress before we take our break at the half hour. Where was I in this mess? I was at the alien spores. I need 6. At least 6. What I actually want... so where's that other thingy here? The raw splinters using 450. So if 6 is 120... I would need to be able to process potentially all of the polluted fish water. So I need, like, a lot of these. 467.3 is what ends up being produced, so 24 of these. Just casually. And after the first 6 will be an overflow valve. Slash, after however many I actually need for the build itself to always function, there will be the overflow valve. There. You what? No. No. Bad. Bad artisanal reskins mod. F you. This is not the way to do this. No. Nah. 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 Where are you? I need to turn that shit off now. Where? Yeah, that's fine, but where's the... Are you kidding me? You don't give me the option. This is an Angels thing, right? Yeah. I'm gonna have to go in and manually delete this thing from artisanal reskins because... Alright. I need to explain myself. Why is this bad? It should be obvious, but... This is an iron pipe that this valve is on. If you're playing with bobs, you're not using iron pipes consistently through all phases of the game. Now, are you? We are using stone pipes right now. There was a good reason these valves were not showing any pipe. I actually need that valve. Like, just ugly. Ugly. It's ugly. Conceptually, I understand. Conceptually, okay. Execution, not okay. Using a vanilla iron pipe that's already fugly to begin with. Like, seriously, whoever designed the iron pipe for vanilla, just don't pipe anymore, please. For the love of God. But we want it to look the consistent way with all the other stuff in the game. Yeah, all this other stuff in the game also looks like trash. In vanilla. It's like, excuse me, but... Your whole rust that you like going for? Yeah, it's ugly. It's fugly. To begin with. Like, please God, why it shouldn't exist like that in the first place. Anyway, I need more pipe. Because of course we need more pipe. Yeah, your whole Rust aesthetic with all the stuff in the game, all your steam engines and boilers having all that rust all over it, like old gritty stuff. Yeah, it's fugly. Like there's a reason people mod your game to have actually good art assets in it. Because the base assets suck. Not all of it, but you know. People like shiny things. Not old grit. That's ugly and used. Like why would it look ugly and used when it's brand new and just built it? It's just the art style. Well, the art style, I don't like it. Simple. I think it looks ugly. Their choice for art style for the vanilla game. Shocker. I think it looks ugly. Very, very simple explanation there. And all most of these assets made by Angel actually look decent, halfway good stuff. Could use more polys, but hey, looks fine to me. Definitely a departure from the standard game. Oh, and then they take that whole thing and just flip it on its head when they introduced the whole, we're gonna redo all of our art to make it brighter and shinier and have this slider in the graphics settings for saturation. I have it set to 85. You know what this defaults to? 100. And the brightness is up too by default. It's like, yes, let's make the game super saturated and bright and clean and shiny after having produced all of these art assets that are dark and gritty and rusted. Yes, that's such a great idea to not then also update those other things to be not so dark and rusted and ugly. Also, the brightness makes my eyes hurt, which is why we have it toned down just a bit on the saturation like that. Like this slider, best thing they put in because the default is just too bright. Too bright for your dark and gritty game. Cough cough. I was going to pick up even more stuffs while I was here. Such as those. And more pipe. Because, of course, we always need pipe around here. All of it. Alright, back we go. All this because a person decided to put an iron pipe on a overflow valve. All of this discussion started with an ugly overflow valve on an ugly pipe. Hell, Pyanodon's multi-purpose pipes look better than vanilla pipes. I complain about those all the time. Not the actual straight segments of the pipes, though. Straight segments of those multi-purpose pipes in the pipe suite, those are fine. It's the intersection. It's the junctions. These junctions of the multi-purpose pipes in the pipe suite that are inconsistent, that, well, they are too similar to the underground segment of the multi-purpose pipes. If you look at them side by side, they are the identical sprite. So when you have something that looks like that, you end up with square box, square box, square box, square box, square box, square box for every single one of those entities in the pipe suite multi-purpose pipes. And it can be really hard to tell the difference between what's an underground and what's an intersection pipe. Yes, build, build, build! Place all the things. Place all those missing pipes, or as many of them as you possibly can. There you go, so many pipes. And until that junction gets changed, I'm going to continue to complain about it. For the pipe suite. Just by the way, even though we're not even playing Pyanodon's mods, we're still going to complain about those multi-purpose pipes looking identical on the intersection and the undergrounds. Until the end of time. More? No, you're good. Alright. And then I'm also going to need an overflow valve on the actual spores, too. And we'll have to clarify all of these. So, 168, 2. 360 is 3? Yeah, mix niobium regular segments is likely just the way to go. Just use the multi-purpose pipe to grounds for the distance coverage exclusively, and just use niobium for all the rest of your purposes, because niobium is nice and bright and shiny, because everyone loves shiny. Everyone loves the shiny things, right? Ahem. Not dark and rusty stuff. We're not building rusty stuff, we're building brand new stuff. We're building brand new things. Why does it need to be rusty? We have literally smelted our own fresh iron plates to build stuff, and our own fresh in the pipe suite niobium plates to build stuff. You damn well better be making stuff that's bright and shiny with that bright and shiny new plates. Right? Like, why are vanilla steam engines? Why are the steam engines and boilers rusty when we have literally used freshly made and smelted parts to build it? It makes no logical sense why they look that way when made with fresh parts. Alright, we're going down here. Cool. We're done with that. Need more pipe, of course. As always. But we now have glorious alien spores. We're actually already voiding... Excuse me? So you're saying it's a flare stack? I approve. Where are my flare stacks? Oh, right, the icon changed, so now I'm completely... Yeah, there we go. It's like, you know, actually, I approve. Flare stacks are... You know, it makes sense. Just voiding by burning the hell out of the alien spores. Yes, please. I agree. Yes, that's a good decision. That is fine. I actually only need 2 of them. Now, as for the artisanal reskin of these flare stacks, that is an incredibly low poly building. It looks bad by comparison to the old sprite. This looks distinctly different from the other Angels buildings around it. I mean, it's high resolution, it's crisp and clean of art, but it looks like plastic. It looks like a toy. That's the problem with this, as it is. It looks like a toy. It hasn't been made to look consistent with the other Angels buildings. And I get that eventually with artisanal reskins, I'm pretty sure all of it is going to be completely replaced, but this just looks too dissimilar. And quite a bit of a departure from the base thingy. Anyway, it is now time to take a brief few-minute break. We have reached the halfway point in the stream. We have successfully made alien spores and caught up to where we left off at the end of last stream. In an hour and a half that had originally taken 15 minutes. Because reasons. Because we had to troubleshoot the game not loading my save and had to go back to a previous save and redo stuff and build more things at proper scale. But with that, time to take a brief break. I will be back in a few minutes. Just a few, 3-ish, 4, I don't know, somewhere along those lines. Be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. Let us continue ever slowly towards getting into modules. Truth be told, I probably could have launched a rocket. I probably could have at least gotten into utility science by now. But no, we're doing modules. Like, I swear, the amount of time it takes to do modules could have been spent scaling the base without using modules and finishing the game. But we're going to do modules for the sake of it. Just to say that we have done it, because I have not done it before with all of this Angel's bioprocessing as part of it. That's why we have named this Module BS, because it is absolute bull. Absolute bull. Okay, continuing from here. When does the ammonia come into play? Huh? Ah. Next. Next, the ammonia comes into play. So... I built this train station all the way up here. Yeah, let's do the stuff with the train inputs up in this area, and the stuff that I can make on site, quote unquote, or stuff that's using the stuff made in here, that can be done anywhere down, 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 or over, or even over here as well. This whole region is going to be module central, I think. Yeah. So let's head on up to the train station. As the meat shall flow, by the way. Meat shall flow at this point. Now that I am effectively voiding polluted artificial water by voiding excess alien spores, this whole system with the fish should continuously move, which is what I want. I want it to keep constantly moving and making additional fish that can be used to make additional meat. Excess meat, ideally. Because not all of the fish, or not all of the meat need to be converted to the artificial fish water. Although this system has not fully caught up, for what reason? That reason being that this isn't actually getting rid of all of it yet. Hello! Oh, you're gonna have to pay a toll. Hello. That's my boy. That's my Ollie. That's my pretty boy. The vet said you look so pretty. Huh? The vet called you a really handsome boy. You're a really pretty boy. Vet always talks about how pretty the babies are. You especially. You're pretty gray, sleek boy. You're a sleeky boy. Yes, with those great big pretty eyes. yellow, well, multicolored eyes. Yellow and green. Yeah, you want lap? Yes, he wants lap. He's feeling better. His eyes are clear. Yes, he's not teary-eyed. Doesn't have that little discharge down the sides of his eyes. It's so nice. He's gonna get better once all of his medicine's done. Yeah, pretty boy. Pretty boy. Now he's also he's like 10 pounds and a quarter, which is a little bit big. Just a little bit big for a 9-month-old cat. But you know, the vet didn't say anything about the weight being bad. Because he's muscular. Ollie has muscles. He's a very muscly kitty. And a lot of his weight is muscle. So his weight is fine for his build. And he's built. He's stacked. Yes. He's stacked, and you can see his muscles when he walks through the fur. Rippling his fur as he moves. Okay, I need red catalysts. I don't need you. Correction, I want you, just not as a station. Just as a pass-through entity. Our iron ore at modules. There is not going to be a second modules. Our copper ore at modules. He says at the moment, and watch it be the one thing that's going to have a second. Ores here. Here. Iron. And copper. Come to my ores. Excuse me, ores. Need more iron ore. Or need more train for iron ore. Most likely need more trains on that. Need more distance. Need better stuffs. Better. One whole chem plant. Oh boy. But we know that this involves more than just chem plants, right? This involves a couple of these into a chem plant producing nitrogen all the way back here, and oxygen with a flare stack flaring. That will produce 68.75. I need 18. I think I'm making enough. Also need hydrogen. Hydrogen is going to be produced from an electrolyzer. Electrolyzing. Purified water. Why purified water? Because it doesn't have a slag output. Oh, right. I need the one of these. Because we need to, you know, produce said purified water out of water. And then, and only then, can we make ammonia out of the nitrogen And the hydrogen. The geniest. The most generic. Generational. Transitional. Off we go. Do that. Going up. I need a U. I need a thingy here with input, output. Grab one of those. In, out. On that side, sure. In. You're going to make those. I need to give you 50 is probably too many, but there you go. Do the glorious things. Still waiting on that iron. Iron! Iron! Where is the iron? Really, though, where's the iron? Again, I've completely forgotten. Iron. Yeah. What is O? Crushed sapphirite would be good to have. You know. This stuff. I've got 2 locomotives moving crushed sapphirite. This is a problem of production. Not enough production for the consumption currently. I need to make more. Simply make more. Aight. Well, we'll fix that eventually. We shall improve that eventually. All that just for ammonia. All of this nonsense just for ammonia. A tiny trace amount of ammonia. I need 5 alga farms. Algae. There we go. Give me the reddest of doohickeys. Would help if I had actual pipe to ground. By the way. Might just go back to the mall for a little bit of a restock. And then thermal water. Oh boy. You. Did I... Oh. Let's, put that back there. All the way up here, as Ollie snores in my lap. You are thermal water at modules. Bring me my thermal water. My most thermal. The hottest. The hottest of the water must be mine. All the way down here. Da-da! There you go. What's the throughput here? 15, that's fine. 2 assembling machines. Assembling. Making glorious red cellulose fiber. So, why does red algae need ammonia and thermal water? Why does it not... Like, why is blue CO2 and sulfuric waste? I mean, surely it would be more logical if the blue was the one with the nitrogen for, like, icon consistency, and then the red was the one with the carbon dioxide for the red for the I mean, we're literally just talking the icon colors. It has nothing to do with the actual chemistry, but yeah. Surely you would have a red input going into a red algae, or a blue input for a blue algae. But that's not actually how that works, like, even remotely close. Hey, thingy. Why did you place that? Alright. Colors should match, yes. Yes. Aesthetics. Aesthetics demands that the colors should match. Why is that done in a liquefier when it's a solid to a solid? Like, what? It's a solid to a solid. Oh yeah, we'll have to do the alienated fertilizer at some point, by the way. Pretty sure. And we have to do it out of that fertilizer, compost and urea, and we'll have to do oh, right. Can I compost puffer eggs? Dolly's up to something no good. Dolly! What are you doing? Dolly is up to something. I heard a noise from upstairs. I'm the only one in the house, so it has to be Dolly. Where's Dolly? I'm thinking she's climbing on a kitchen counter. She's on a kitchen counter. How's my boy? I don't want the boy to leave my lap, though. I don't want to have to move him. He's resting so comfortably in the lap. Anyway, progression stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making this. Oh, by the way, we could have done the blue algae for ammonia, by the way. For reference, the blue algae at least make something blue. Like, it converts CO2 and sulfur wastewater into ammonia without needing the iron and copper ores. In fact, you can do sulfur wastewater and CO2 organically. From nothing, if you really desire. I don't really desire. So there's that build. And then there was bacteria. bacteria, calcium carbonate, alien spores, hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric. I'm gonna get more pipe. Let's go back and get pipe. Am I done now? Yes. I cannot take any more tech consistently. I can probably accept some of these farming-related doohickeys with the plant life samples, but I will eventually not have enough samples to continue. Yes, let's spend crystal shards on improving the efficiency of the wood production with only a 99% chance of getting your saw blade back. If it was a 100% chance of getting your saw blade back, I would say that it would likely be worth it if you're already going into it. Like, if you're going to the module production and you're going to have to make these harmonic crystal shards anyway, yeah, crystal saw blades would be good if it always returned a saw blade, but it doesn't. But it doesn't, so it's trash. Utter trash. Anyway, mall. Let us go to the mall. So, in unrelated topics, I have been playing Genshin Impact. Of course, I have been continuing to play that game basically since launch, although the account that I'm currently on, my main account, yeah, not from the beginning, not from day one. That account was during the Klee banner. Didn't even start it until the Klee banner, unfortunately. That's when I decided to try doing rerolls. Was a little bit late on that. Should have probably done it earlier to have a account with another 5-star character, Venti. But no, I've got my main Klee account with Jean and Ketching and Tartaglia. Got a few 5-stars now. But been playing that. Adventure rank 48 at the moment. And they released version 1.2 recently. My birthday, pretty much. Officially, it was the day after, but the maintenance and release was late in the day on my birthday, on the 22nd. And I have pretty much gone through all of the content now for the Dragonspine region that they added. It's good. I've enjoyed it immensely. It's just that oh, I can just straight up swap these level 3s for level 4s, can't I? It's just that you always wish there was more. Always wish that there was more. And there is still more. There's 2 very specific things that I'm still missing that I need to find, but my region percentage of exploration is 100% for Dragonspine. It's like, oh goodness, what am I missing? Like, seriously. Where are these 2? I think they're called Crimson Agates that I'm missing. There's like 79 of them in the entire region. I'm missing 2. That's how awful I am. Did I not? Oh, right. Of all the things that I was just looking at, this was not one of them. The electrolyzers, that's the one that I was just looking at to get 20 of. Ah, things. I've got my pipe now, right? Yes. Yes, I do. Let's get back. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I got royally screwed, by the way, on my wishes, because of course I did, as normal. Normal. Getting screwed by wishes. I have not gotten Albedo, however the heck you want to actually pronounce his name, which is the current event character, 5-star character banner. Haven't gotten it yet. I'm over 60 wishes on the character event banner, but I'm not guaranteed that the next 5-star I get through whatever means, pity or luck, quote unquote, not guaranteed to actually be the character event character. It's the following one if I don't get it. That's going to be a guarantee. But oh boy. That will take a while. I got it. To anyone wondering, questioning, I would actually see that that was missing. Yeah, so I got screwed. In 1.2, the developers decided to give everyone a bunch of standard wishes for the standard banner, not the character event banner, just by advancing the characters that they have, by ascending their characters at certain ascension ranks. I ended up with over 30, like 35-ish standard wishes for free just as soon as 1.2 hit. And I was guaranteed to get a 5-star thing through the standard banner. And I got a 5-star thing. I got a 5-star energy recharge claymore. the Skyward Pride. That's a really good claymore. It is the second best claymore. For specific characters. It's like, oh god, why did it have to be that weapon that I don't actually have a character built for? Because of course the game is going to give you something for a character or set of characters that you aren't actually playing, that you don't actually have built yet. Very specifically, that weapon would be great for Chong Yun, who is the one 5-star character, 5-star, 4-star character I don't actually have on that account. My account's amazing, by the way. I'm not complaining in the slightest. I have nearly every 4-star character that exists. This is a item, right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure this is an item. I couldn't believe I got Bennett before I got Chong Yun, and that I didn't actually get Chong Yun on the banner that gives you Chong Yun. On the previous character banner with increased rates. It's like, huh. Request hydrochloric acid at modules. It's like, come on, game. It gave me Xinyan. I was happy that I got that character on the previous banner that introduced that character. Glad I got her, and I'm glad I got the other character on that banner that completely escapes me. But I didn't get Chong Yun. It was Razor. I got Razor. Didn't get Chong Yun, which sucked. Because this 5-star weapon that I got would have been great for him. No, instead that 5-star weapon has to go on Noelle, who I have also not built. And don't plan on using ever. So that weapon is going to sit at level 1 for a while. I'm bringing in this stuff. Yes, that's right. This stuff. But hey, at least the game gave me a good weapon to give to my Kaya for free, a good sword with energy recharge. At least there's that I can say with certainty. Because yeah, I gave the new weapon to my Kaya because I have to level Kaya to have a ice character because I don't have Chi-Chi. Please, God game, could you please give me a Chi-Chi at some point? Like that would be ideal. That would be very ideal. Chi-Chi is an ice healer that uses a sword and is the best healer in the game. But also the best support ice character because her skill just gives you a ball of ice around you that hits things and lasts forever and ever and ever. It does not play. It does all of the work. I know because I have another couple other accounts now that have a Chi-Chi on it. By the way, in Genshin Impact, I have 26 accounts? No, 24. 24 accounts. I have 24 Genshin Impact accounts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a thing. 24 total. Only one of them is Adventure Rank 40 or higher, and that's the main one I play. I have 2 with Chi-Chi. Like, between all of the accounts, I have all of the 5-star characters to at least try them. And it took a while on the Mona and the Zhongli, but I have 2 with Zhongli, 1 with Mona, 1 with Diluc, 3 with Klee. Oh, of course I don't have Venti. That is the one 5-star that I can't get, that is not available anymore for a while. That's sadly a character I just don't have. Can't have. Ammonia? Hello? Oh, right. You know, it would help if I would actually give this something to do. There you go. Enjoy! Enjoy your ammonia. Now you can function. I am officially making the... whatever the hell this stuff is. The alien stuffs. Because I have nothing better to talk about while doing all this logistic type stuff, actually building things. 4 assembling machines with glass input. Okay, next item on the list to bring in are glass at modules. You're gonna bring in glass for me. Wherever I have glass, hello. Glass. Here. Bring me glass. There's glass. Oh, oh, that's an interesting icon for glass fibers. Alright. That looks okay-ish to me, but just different. Just different on that. No huge complaints, anyway. Up we go. This isn't really gonna stay like this, but hey, we've got bacteria, which is so huge, it can be put on a belt. Well, let's just imagine that these are bacterial cultures, okay? And that this is being done in this building just because. Alright, King Arthur, if you ever do watch this, why is this an item? I'm assuming it was you that did this and not someone else, but yes, this should be a fluid. This building has 4 fluid sections for stuff. I'm assuming it has 4. The sprite has 4. It might only have 2, but I could see that being a reason why it's a solid to begin with, because you didn't feel like adding another fluid port to this building. But yeah, just this should probably be a fluid. I know that would require rebalancing of stuff, but yeah, bacteria probably shouldn't be an item placed on a belt. Maybe not such a good idea for that to be an item placed on a belt. Because it's bacteria, and bacteria is small. Regardless, we are going to be making some dishes. Petries. There's our Petries. Then, we need to bring in 2 more gases, chlorine and methane, in a chem plant. Glorious chem plant. You are making chloromethane right there. So chlorine and methane as our next 2. Our chlorine at modules. Our methane at modules. Let's get this chlorine in. And methane. It's methane! Because it's all about me. And down we go. Whoops. And up we go. Yes, my ollie. How's my ollie? Still in my lap? Having good times in the lap? The land of the lap? Sleeping? He's a sleeper. He's a sleeper. He's all comfy. At least he's feeling good. At least he's feeling a lot better. Despite him already feeling better, we still have to keep doing that medicine. Warbax is the thing that we have to give him. He's had it 3 times. It needs to be done 10 times. Big stretch. Big stretch. Yes, my boy. Now, when I was reading the Orbax, it's really meant for, like, wounds and treating wound infections, but that's not what we're using it for here. He does not have a wound or, like, skin issue. It's just, it's approved for those uses as a primary use, but it is a broad spectrum antibacterial medication. It will work on more things than the specific things it was tested for. And since he doesn't seem to be having his eyes watery anymore, chances are his infection was bacterial and not parasitic. We'll find out more info ideally tomorrow. So that's those. Then, oh god, sodium hydroxide and cellulose fiber. Where's the... Alright, so one building making cellulose fiber from wood. That's the next items to be brought in. We've got our wood at modules. RNaOH at modules. That's sodium hydroxide. In case you were wondering. In case you were not aware. Alright, wood. Paw, claw. He just, like, goes to stretch and then hooks into my sleeve with his claws. Like, excuse me. That's my arm. It's mine. It's like, give me my arm back, please. Sodium hydroxide. There we go. Grab those. Now, should I share this belt? Probably not. Build to scale. Build to scale. I was tempted to just put the building here and convert it into fiber, but it's like, build for scale, please. Must build with the intention of scaling in the future. Alright, you. Welcome, sodium hydroxide. That's that checkmarked. That's checkmarked. Still need to do all of this to get into the crystal slurry and dust and all of that. A whole bunch of dust with excess going into slurry. Need to make this. Polisher and all that. That'll come very soon. Yeah, or grinding wheel, excuse me. With crystal powder for the grindstone. Yeah, there. For all of the everything with all these splinters. Phew. Wonderful stuffs. Anyway. This is the next step. Onwards and upwards. Ah, right, I have purples now. You. Which thingy? This thingy. Cellulose paste. So very pasty. I will share the belt from here. Da-da! Then, 6 assembling machines. Jeez, all this for this. Making the what now? Making the substrate dish. This dish. Wee. Are you ready for your substrate dishes? You know, the stuff you make at Red Science to the stuff you make to make Red Science in the Pie Suite? In Pyanodon's Alien Life? Yeah. This is stuff you need to make Red Science. Here we are at purple and pink. Could have made this a lot earlier, though, but definitely not stuff required for Red Science. / automation science. There's that. We need 2 for seeded dishes. Bringing in now the alien bacteria. Aw, it didn't reach. Ba. There you go. Still think that the bacteria should be a fluid. You can blame me if that happens. By the way, if it just so happens to change at some point so that the alien bacteria is a fluid and these magically get a fluid input requirement, yeah, you have my permission. You may blame me for that, for saying that right now in this stream, and you can point to this stream. Ollie, you are actually heavy, and you're hot. Yes, you're hot. You're a hot Ollie. Yes, you like the rubbies. You like the rubbies on your chinny chin chin. You like those rubs. But I need you to get up, please. The Ollie. That's the pretty boy. Yes. Hello. You're gonna go on the desk. Yes, you go. You go desk now. Or go back of chair. That would be ideal. As I adjust myself. Oh boy, now we need crystal dust. Alright. Crystal dust. Okay, this can be done on-site, local, right down here. I've got a build already from our crystal catalysts, wherever I'm making those. Where was I doing that again? I need to, like, put the actual pin icons for things on the map. This is getting a little ridiculous. Crystal catalysts. Was happening somewhere. Thought it was somewhere in this vicinity. It's all electronics. Crystal catalysts. Right here. Right here. This is the build. Oh, yeah. This is the build. We need slurry at some point, don't we? Yeah. And I've got that broken down, right? I've got... I don't need to do this filtering. Yet. we will need crystal catalysts. Let's be clear about that. We will need crystal catalysts, but yeah, I'm going to copy this in its entirety. I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to get rid of this line here. This is also furic acid. I'm going to get rid of this because I'm going to import it a little differently, I think. And I've got some upgrading to do. All of this belt can go away. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to, you know, zoom this? That'd be really nice. You need to convert all of those yellow belts to blues. I think that's it. Let's have a look-see. Alright. Upgrading power poles kills all of the power lines on blueprints. That's right. It does that exact thing. It completely kills power poles. Power lines on the poles. It'll upgrade the poles. It just doesn't keep the lines there for whatever reason. Oh well. Ah, yes, I need to upgrade the level 2 liquefiers to level 4s. That's what I need to do. I won't need as many, obviously, but this is good now. This does not include the build for the thingamadoohickeys. So very specific there, huh? Yeah. I know. So very... Oh, I can actually save a little bit of space on this build. I can see exactly where I can save some space. It's just I need to place it first, then cut all of this. And I can place it all the way here. Right there. That saves some space. Yes, let's get all the power to the everything. That should actually be all of the power lines. I just have to connect it to actual power, and let's have a look and see if anything is missing. It doesn't look like it. I will need to get more washing plants and more liquefiers. And I will need to bring in the sulfuric acid. This is going to be done on this side of the belt lines. That line's not the best, but it'll work. Oh, hey, and I need more pipe. Of course. Of course I need more pipe. Why would I not need more pipe? Ever. Please tell me that this is the last fluid in. Sulfuric acid here. You. Let there be sulfuric. I think this is the last of it, actually. Oh, right, I did the crushing. Yeah, that changes a lot, actually. I did the crushing because I sort of do need excess dust. So, all of that needs to die. Yeah, see about that. And I need to pay attention to who's who here. Or crushing across the universe now. Get rid of these. You. Crushing those. Oh, right, I have to deal with all this stupid stuff, too. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, we've got 28-ish minutes to continue working on this. Let's keep on going. I will, of course, not be seeing modules again today. This is the, what, third stream. We've been working towards modules. We still don't have them yet. Third stream of just modules that are 3 hours each-ish. Yeah, it's great. You are the purple. You are the yellow. Is it a light green next? Yep, that it is. Light green, cyan. And red. In terms of what I actually need here, this is exact to my needs-ish. Have an extra blue. So, I need to filter out the immense amounts of crushed stone that this is going to output. Geez, can a single stack inserter do 9 per second express? I think so. With a stack size of 10 across 2 items. 1 swing each. Yeah. That's 10.5, 17.5-ish? Wow, math. 17.51. So how is it that my brain can comprehend that that was 17.5 and yet doesn't comprehend anything in any other circumstance? I don't know. And yet sometimes basic addition just doesn't work for me. Oh yes, place all that, please. All that is great. This is way overproducing, by the way. Just so we're clear on that. So this makes the same stuff. Two varying amounts. How much stuff's in total? Greater than 9. What else is this dust being used for? Ah, slurry. $17.4, huh? One liquefier. Cool. One whole liquefier. Where is it? Hello? That's powder. So I can do... Oh, I can do that too. Right. Right. So this recipe, taking crystal powder and purified water into crystal slurry, is a way of dealing with excess amounts of other splinters. What I'm going to do, however, is this, as well as not that. I'm going to be doing... Where are you? This for mineralized water. And thus we can get into the whole argument of, because this build produces crushed stone for mineralized water, surely you could have done the cellulose fiber out of green, right? Out of green algae? Yes, technically. Or whatever algae uses the mineralized water, that would be you. On green, and that would be saline for brown. Makes it really easy to do stuff with the brown algae as well. This takes water in. How much do you process each? A lot. All of it. You process all of it into actually a couple... Triple the clarification out of this. You need triple clarified stuffs. Okay, let's merge everything. That should be well within the realms of a single thingy. One up. Filter out the things. Crushed stone out the right. set out the right. And somewhere out this way, I have the stuffs. Theoretically, that's the sulfuric. Ah, I need to finish placing the pipe. Okay, this should be done with the exception of I need stuffs. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription. Good to see that those work at this point in time. It's a really nice to see things when actually working. You are not hooked up to power. There you go. Yes, I need the actual water now, so we need to blast some water. Let's get viscous. So very viscous. Da-da! I need to go and pick up more washers and more pipe and more everything. To the mall! We go, we go. Hello and welcome. Ave can't join the stream today due to headache. Aw. Okay. We're just doing more stuff. Like, there's no chance we're getting modules. Actually getting modules today. Like, that would be... like, too amazing. That would be too amazing if we were to end up with the actual modules today. Granted, what's going to be left of the modules after today is, like, the easy part, right? Yeah. What's left is pretty much the easy part that I'm sure most people have seen several times in the past if they've been playing with Bob's for a while. Or Bob's Angels from before the bioprocessing, or if you haven't done Angels bioprocessing, use that mod yet. This is very familiar to me, the rest of this. The wafers and wire and all that. It's like, oh, we've done circuits with these before. Yes, we have. These 3 steps is going to be quite a few chemical furnaces. Wow. Am I requesting that? Am I even requesting the doohickey? Can't I make electric multipurpose furnaces yet? Don't they require tungsten? Pretty sure. Yeah, that's why. Give me my furnaces. Where are they? Hello? Why are they way up here? Electric chemical furnaces. Bring me those. Why this needs to be done in an electric chemical furnace that does not have, or that that recipe does not have a fluid input is beyond my comprehension. Yeah, like, this should probably be in the other building. The chemical furnaces exist to do stuff with fluids. In my mind, that's their use anyway. Regardless, though, we should now have our stuff delivered to us, so we are heading on back. And we're off. Okay, the next items on the agenda. I need to get the outputs. I need to get this split because it is used in other stuff all the way up here. I need to get these pipes placed for the sulfuric acid. And I need to start making the crystal seeds, and I can make splinters! Hallelujah. I'll be able to make the splinters, the raw crystal splinters. If we can at least get that far within the next 15 minutes, that'll be great. Let's go. Get all that placed. Head on back down. Oh, that is a lot of crystallizer twos. I've got 10. I've got 10 on me. I will need more than that. Most certainly. Alright, how are you doing? Need to finish placing these washers. There you go. We're ready for rainbow vomit. Let's go rainbow vomit. Hello. Hello, colors. Welcome, rainbow vomit, to the party. You are able to make stuff once I, actually get a inserter in here. As I said, I need to actually split this. What is the line that I wish to draw? Let's go with this line. Just like so. Aww. Okay. Phew. Fits. It fits, and that's all that matters. Ta-da! Yay! Stuff brought all the way up here. All that to make these 7 whole assembly machines, huh? Da-da! You are making crystal seeds. Power. Power to the everything. And then a humongous line of crystallizer 2s. Just all of the crystallizer 2s. We'll do it on that side. You there. You are making... stuff. Now, yeah, I get that there is a 40% chance for polluted fish water. I do get this. This is a much simpler build, but bigger, as opposed to this that does the crystal seeds and adds in the complexity of the crystal seeds. We need polluted fish water brought all the way up. What line of pipe am I going to draw? Is a great question. What is the line to draw from here? Probably you. This seems like the safest option. It's all the way down. Safest option, but not the bestest of options, apparently. Polluted water, that's you. There we go. Let's make things! Ha ha ha! The rainbow vomit! Yay. It's so pretty. Up we go. Yeah, so inserters. We've done it. We've got the raw crystal splinters. All that's left is to take this whole thing and just go plop and plop and plop and plop and plop and plop until eventually we have 34. Or 32 of them. Excuse me. 32 is 16 times 2. So let's see if this is going to be a reasonable thingy. Yes, very reasonable. We can do that. I'll need more power, but sure. Ba, 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 ba. Enjoy the stuffs. And down here, you. So many power line connections, my gosh. And that is that. Doink. And doink. Phew. Okay. I really didn't intend that this would all be in here. I thought it would be all down here, but oh well. Oh wells. More! M-O-A-R. More. More. I'm probably gonna have to build, like, a minibus that's going on this side down a lot. With more building in here. Just for all the electronic stuff, because this is gonna... We're getting really close to the end here. On available space. But first... so do I do this 7? I think I'll do this 7. This line of 7, making the stuffs splinters. Yeah, so you see you will then need to polish these cut splinters. And polishing requires those crystal grindstones and crystal slurry, which, if you pay attention here. The 2 crystal slurry, when you do this, you can do the other 2 splinters and turn them into slurry. And there's your slurry. So, yeah. The problem is the harmonics use one of each of them, so you need to have a way of getting into the enough crystal slurry for all of it. Regardless, though, there's our 7. Making that. Just add power. Ta-da! That is a bit of throughput. That is a bit of throughput. N. There you go. That should help a little. Just a little. And I need to get rid of all of that crystal powder. Okay. Some of this crystal powder is going to get used for grindstones. This makes 9. I need 7. So what happens to the other 2? Have I... Oh, I haven't done anything for the other 2 yet. So the other 2 is going to go into crystal slurry and get voided. That's what will happen. To that crystal powder. I need to make these grindstones. I need to make the grinding wheels, and that is the next step in the line. So first off, we need 16. "16 items powdering silicon." That is a lot of that is a lot of silicon. What? Okay, I need more silicon. I will need more silicon ingots. That is required. Let's head on down and grab the next station. Hello. Are silicon ingots at modules? Bring me my silicon ingots. Whatever I have of them, anyway. Oops. There you go. This way. There you go. Inserters to everything, and then power to everything. Whoops. Let's get good alignment on this power. There. That's fine. So that's powdered silicon. It then needs to be added to carbon in these furnaces. I do hope I have all of the furnaces. Where's that stack? There it is. This will be done right here. 31 furnaces. 31. I just guessed, by the way, that was absolutely unintentional. That just happened to be 31. Just felt like it. It just felt like 31. Best feature. Best feature of 1.1 experimental. Right there. That is number 1 top best feature. Our carbon at modules. Bring me my carbon. Go, go, go. This is not good spacing for the power poles, but you know what? I'll take it to have something consistent. And that is going to be the silicon carbide recipe. Steel plates next. Making the things. Yes, the things. The grinding wheels. I think we're going to end it on the grinding wheels. Getting the steel in for the grinding wheels. Right down here are steel at modules. Bring me my steel, please. Oh boy, this is now a little bit crowded. But there you go. Gib power. And once the steel arrives, we will have our grinding wheels, which get combined in 6 of these, combined with the crystal powder. One of the uses of the crystal powder. Right, this is not... Making these crystal grindstones. Yeah. Success is mine. We've got grindstones. Yay! What did we get done today, folks? Well, boy. Well, we started off the day today troubleshooting my ability to load a save because apparently there was an issue with an illegal straight rail segment that it couldn't spawn. It couldn't make it exist. The game just refused and would crash. It was crashing, trying to load the save from the end of the last stream. Ideally, it will load this save for day 33. But, yeah, had to figure things out and take care of it, as well as take care of a mod issue of some description. I don't know what happened, because as you just saw, I just, at the end of this whole process, updated all the mods, and there was no issue with the game loading the mods as they existed. There was like some error with a ping file for a furnace not existing in Angel's Smelting. Some file doesn't exist. It was like, I can't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Well, there, it exists. It's there now, apparently. And yeah. Got through all the issues that took like 40 minutes plus to fix. Got to, and getting to the point that I got to at the end of the last stream. And I've just continued from there with our bioprocessing to a point where we're actually closing in on the modules, finally. We still have to do all of the actual electronic componentry stuff, as well as the specific polishing for each of the blue, green, and red crystals. And I do have to deal with excess blue and red crystals. Technically, we have these 3 excess cut splinters that I have to do something with. I have to do something with them. What I will do, it actually changes the math a bit, because if I click on you, not you, if I click on you, and I'm like, hey, actually it's not you, it's, if I click on you, there's that, and there is that with milling drums. That turns it into that powder, you see, and then what happens is that powder, I don't know why it's not trying to use it, but hey, here we are. That powder goes into slurry. Now it's using the excess. This is, just ignore this. This is just the order of operations type of thing. It should use all of the extra crystal powder, and if I bring these lower down, it'll clean itself up. But that does change everything. After this point, it changes some stuff, I would hope. I would hope it changes some stuff around some of the math involved here. But yeah, we're getting there. We just have to deal with the actual final steps with the splinters and move on into the stuff. So I think next stream we will be able to actually get level 1 and level 2 modules. The actual rate of production of those modules remains to be seen, but the actual rate of production of the modules. And then we get to adjust everything to actually use the modules as well. And beacons and all of that good stuff. So with that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's stream, for whatever reason, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff below the video. You can, of course, hit that great big blue join button to become an erudite otaku, and turn that blue button gray, as well as support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will be back tomorrow with more Satisfactory, as well as more Factorio on Tuesday. I hope to see you all on the next one.